Yesterday was Valentine's, and when everybody was having fun, I had a burden in my heart. Now, I've had this question in my heart for about 2 weeks now. How can the right guys meet the right ladies? There are good guys out there. There are good, adorable, beautiful ladies out there. How can they match? When I was pondering on this question, someone sent me a message. Madam Tolu, I have done everything. Where can I find true love? And I said, you don't find true love in a location. True love finds you in a position. So the title of today's message is Positioned for True Love. And obviously, in the spirit of Valentine, I'm going to share with you 9 principles that will position you for the best, that will position you for marriage, that will position you for more. Because in this community, you know how we do it. We are not called to marry. We are called for more. Marriage is for companionship, to fulfill purpose. So if we must get married, we must get it right, so that marriage does not dim our light. So if you're new here, my name is Toluode. I coach single ladies on how to date right and discover identity before marriage. Number 1, the first principle you need to live by is to value yourself. As simple as that sounds, it's your responsibility. Growing up, I love to follow my mom to the market. I love the market charts, the market banter, until it is time to buy yam. My mom just stands, looking unimpressed. Baweleshita, meaning how do you sell your 2 bags of yam? And the seller will be like, oh, madam, 3 for 15. And my mom will say, check up 400, meaning can't I take it all for 400? Never have I heard my mom say, can I pay 2,000 for a yam that is worth 1,500? In life, you would insist on your value. People will not add value to you. People will try to test your boundaries. The guy that does not value your values will try to toast you, but your values will filter the toasters. Someone should me write that in the comment section. Your values will filter the toasters. On what basis do you accept people into your life if you don't value yourself? What does it mean to value yourself? To know your worth and to stand by it. If you don't value yourself, you will accept breadcrumbs. Now, the seller will say, madam, pay 1,000. My mom will say, no, she will pay 700. Somehow, they will meet at a middle ground, 800. Then my mom will pack the 2 bags of yam. At that point, I'll be praying that the ground should just open and swallow me, because why would you say you want to pay 400? But that is life for you. People would always try to negotiate your value. So if you don't carry yourself well, nobody's going to carry you well. Now, if that yam seller takes his 2 bags of yam to Spar or ShopRite, where the prices are non-negotiable, some people will still buy it and even add extra tip. Before you lower your standards, know your motives. Why are you lowering your standards? Who are you lowering your standards for? Number 2, avoid sex. The beautiful thing about sex is that it blurs your vision. It clouds your judgment. It waters down your discernment. But why did I say it's beautiful? Because inside of marriage, it is beautiful. That is the essence of sex in marriage. To ease the tension, to ease the friction. That's why people always say couples that have seen their nakedness don't try to interfere or try to intervene. You know, those couples that will go and report themselves to their parents and they go home and they've solved the matter, and you're like, did you not say your husband did this? Did you not say your wife did this? So in marriage, it's like sex blurs your vision. When you're doing this beautiful thing outside of marriage, you're focusing on what you should not focus on. You're building a very weak foundation for the marriage so that you can have sex more in the marriage. Talk more while you're dating. Talk more in the relationship. Avoid it. Like, let it be a lifestyle, because whether you like it or not, it makes you blind to the things that you should see. Number 3, learn skills. Learn a skill. Skills set you apart. Even if you have a career path, do something better. Skills will help you to level up, to change your income brackets. See, some of you, the man that God has for you is not in the level that you are currently. Your future self is hoping that you're going to make a better decision, so that you don't just settle for the available. And then when you now get married, you now finally have your eyes open. You're like, I should have chosen someone better. I've gotten lots of messages from ladies, married women that will be like, if I knew myself better, if I only waited 2 more years, 5 more years and developed myself, I wouldn't have settled for this man. So everything is working together for your good, really. Identity discovery, I'm very big on that before marriage. But it is all these principles that you live by that help you to now discover identity and live by that identity and choose from a place of being grounded in your identity. Let's not talk too much. Number 4, exist purposefully. You know I'm big on this, living with a purpose, having a reason for your existence. I always say purpose is the foundation upon which we build marriage. This is marriage, this is purpose. We build marriage on purpose. We don't build purpose on marriage. Purpose is the only solid foundation, and purpose is found in God. And the Bible says there is no other foundation that is sure apart from Jesus Christ. So purpose is like that solid foundation. When you're working with meaning, when you're doing something reasonable with your life, when you're useful, you can meet somebody, you can meet a partner, and you can build something on it. So if you have a gas cooker, for example, and you try to use it to wash clothes, you try to use it as a washing machine, would that gas cooker be fulfilled? So what you were made for, you need to exist in that thing. You need to make your life all about it. And then you meet a partner. It looks like he's going where you're going. You understand? So you don't just accept anybody based on vibes. There has to be something. That's why I tell my ladies, how did you meet this guy? What did you guys start talking about? What was the connecting factor? If you're not existing in purpose, you most likely not know why you're getting married to somebody. Number 5, nurture goals. The beautiful thing about nurturing your goals is that it helps you to be authentic. And I always say, any man that meets you when you are setting goals, and basically existing in purpose and doing something. What is a goal? It is something you're trying to achieve. And beyond achieving the goal, it is who you become while trying to achieve that goal. If you're trying to climb to the top of a mountain, when you get to the top of the mountain is when everybody's like, oh wow, you got to the top of the mountain. But something is happening to you when you are taking every step. Oh my God, I complain a lot. Oh, I'm not a morning person. I'm trying to write a book. Oh, I'll rather write in the morning than write at night. I get angry easily. Identity. These are the simple things that makes a difference with your choice. So one man now come and meet you. I want a traditional wife. She must sit down at home. She must know. And then you know yourself. You see why those married women are telling me that only if only I knew myself a little bit more, I would not have gotten married to the guy I got married to. Or some even know, because it's beyond discovery. You must also be able to stand by it. That this is who I am. A lot of people are choosing from a place of limitation, from a place of, lack, from a place of fear. We're getting there. Number T. I don't even know the number I am right now. Take chances. Stop playing safe now that you're single. There's a lot of time to play safe in marriage. You can't even just pack your bags and move to another city. Hey, my children, my husband, my in-laws, church people, what will they think? This community. There is too much wahala. Good wahala before people say, oh. But now that you're single, take chances. Make a choice and stand by it. I remember when my husband told me, hey, I told you not to go to Lagos for your master's. Now there's strike. I said, yes, I know you told me. I'm single. Why can't I move? I packed my bag and baggages, quit my job and moved to Lagos for my master's. He warned me. There will be strike. There's not been strike in like 2 years in this school, He said there will be strike. Oh, don't go. And truly, there was strike for 8 months. Before the strike even ended, I already got married. I just dumped the program. So what am I trying to say? Take chances. I remember when I got posted to Kano State for my NYSC, I had people in Lagos that were telling me, just come back to Lagos, you get a job. But I was like, I was born in Lagos. I've lived all my life in Lagos. I need to go out there. So I had a senior in the university that said, I should come to Abuja. I'll get CBN job. God. I said I would take that chance. I told my mom, I'm going to Abuja. So I relocated to Abuja. That was how I met my husband in that same Abuja. If he was posted to Kebbi, he relocated from, instead of him to go home now, he has lived all his life in Makurdi. So instead of him to go home, he said, no, let him go to Abuja. Go to the city, go to where things are happening. I'm not saying you should just take a chance that is not relevant to your destiny. Don't get me wrong. But come out of your comfort zone. Do something that will stress you a little bit. Take a chance on yourself. You don't know what could come out of it. What's her name in the Bible? Let me not even use my story. Let me use Bible stories. Because some people say, the fact that it happened for you like that does not mean it will happen for another person like that. Write this in the comment section. God is too creative to copy and paste. My story is my story. I don't even want you to have that exact story. How many people have you seen in the Bible that have the same story word for word? God is too secure. It's too creative to copy and paste. That's why when you compare yourself to other people, you don't really have an understanding of who God is. Because you see, you bought your own house. I will buy my house, but it will be different. My own story again will be different. So you don't have to copy me. I don't have to copy you. Do you understand? Now you can imitate the ways that people do things. You can be inspired but your story is not going to be like anybody's story. I was trying to talk about Rebecca. She just took a chance. She fetched water for Isaac's servants and their animals, and that was how she became a wife. Stop playing small. Now that you're single, stop shrinking. Do that thing that is burning in your heart. Invest in that business. Anything that will happen, let it happen. Someone said, it's a Yoruba proverb, that there's nothing that is coming from up that the ground cannot take. Number I, involve God. Take chances, but involve God. I remember on my way to Abuja that night, it was a night bus. I said, God, please go ahead of me. We are core members in this big bus. This decision I'm making, I know I was posted to Kano State. I am going to Abuja. Please, Lord, go ahead. And God went ahead of me. In that your confusion, don't try to act smart. Involve God, okay? In that your heartbreak, involve God. Read your Bible. That's what the Single Ladies Devotional does for you. Just to help you with a routine in your prayer life, in your word study, for you to see yourself the way God sees you, so that you can value yourself, so that you can know that you are worth more than rubies, and you carry yourself as such. I said you have an aura around you. You have an aura. A lot of people do not know. When you lack self-confidence, there's an aura. We can see it. You do not know. When you're smelling, you really don't know that you're smelling because you're used to that smell. But people that are meeting you, they know. Value yourself. Let me not go back to number 1. Where am I? Never fear. Never fear. Is that the correct thing to say? Because there is fear. We will fear. But do not let fear run the show. So yes, I'm scared of the projects that I have. I am scared that time is running out. But fear will not make a decision for me. As a single lady, yes, you have the fears there. If I let this guy go, this guy is sweet though, but our values do not align. He cheats on me once in a while. There's an unrest in my spirit, but if I let him go, would I still be able to get married before my 30th birthday? Valid fear, but that fear should not be your motive. That fear should not be the basis for your decision. Okay? So, yes, you can be afraid, but you're still going to make the right choices. E, evolve continuously. These principles are principles that you need to live your life by. Evolve continuously. You cannot be the same version of yourself every other month, every year. Become a better version. Work on yourself. Work on your mind. Work on your appearance. In your circle, let your friendships evolve. Do something different. Don't just stay stuck in old ways. You cannot keep doing something in a particular way and expect a change. Even your church. I'm not saying you should change your church, but you've been in the same church where you were born, all these years. You don't try any other place. You don't try to do anything different that can make you a better person. It's not good. Sometimes you need to run away from your father's house. Because your father's house can cuddle you into comfort, and comfort is an enemy of progress. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Trust me. If you're still watching at this point, write it in the comment section. I am positioned for greatness. I am positioned for more. I am positioned for true love. I am positioned for marriage. What are you positioned for? Write it in the comment section. I am positioned for abundance. I am positioned to solve problems. I am positioned as a great wife, as a great mother. I am positioned as a global trader. I will be everything that God has called me to be. Do not just type, but say these things out loud, because your words, they frame your world. Thank you so much for watching today's Sunday message for single ladies, and I'll see you in my next one, Sunday at 1 p.m. God bless you.